Hello guys, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Coach David Siba here. If this is the first time you are seeing my video, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button so that anytime I drop super amazing video like this one you're about to watch, you'll be the first to see it, right? So if you have been watching my videos, you see that most of my recommendations, they are doing really well. Like I used to tell you guys, when you must be able to know when to enter the market and when to exit, right? So stock market is a traded asset actually. So today I'm going to be showing you so if you have been watching my video, right, you see that most of these stocks that I mentioned here are already uptrend, right? I remember I recommended WAPCO few days ago. Right now is up, so you can watch all this my video to confirm my recommendations, right? There are a lot of them, right? So now let's go back to why we are here, right? So today I'm going to be sharing you some hot undervalued Nigerian stock for this year 2026. Okay, now let's go. So disclaimer, like I used to tell you guys, please, this is not a financial advice. Please do your due diligence before you invest your hard-earned money. Very important, right? So this is based on my personal research, and I believe that this stock has a potential in the market. That's the reason why I'm giving it out to you guys, right? So please, before you invest, kindly do your due diligence, right? So now let's go to this stock here. And before we even go, right, I want to show you guys something. Okay, so now you need to be very careful in the market actually. Okay, so if you see, this is all share index of Nigerian stock market. You see that from this is where I mark last year around March 2024, right? So okay, okay, so from January, if we look at it here right now, right, from January 2025, you see that all share index moved from 105 105 basic point to as high as 100, and here right now you see that it moved to as high as 141 thousand basic points. So what you are seeing right here is an uptrend, right? Is an uptrend. So what we are seeing right now is a bullish moment. Nigeria all share index is very, very bullish right now. You see that it has broke out from, if you see here now, broke out from here, right? This is my resistance key, trend line. So that it broke out from here, from from here, which is 35,000 basic point in 2020, right? Broke out, and now where is it now? Is around 166,000 basic point, which shows that the Nigerian stock market is doing really, really well right now. But the negative part of it is that you need to be very careful in the market. You need to know the kind of stock that you should be buying, right? So if you see now, all share index is around 166,267 basic point, right? The Nigerian stock market is very, very bullish right now, but you need to be very, very careful in the market. So what is going to happen right now is that you will see that most stocks, especially stocks that are not doing really well, that don't really have good fundamentals, you see that they are doing very, very well. It is because of the all share index, all right? So whatever have fed the all share index, I remember last year when there was a massive sell-off in the market, right? Between November and between the month of November, right? We see a little bit of decline, right? From 156 to as low as 141. This was through capital gain tax that happens, right? When this thing happened, you see that a lot of stock begin to decline, including blue chip stocks, right, in the market. So you need to be very careful how they're choosing stock. Is the reason why you see that many stock right now are doing very well in the Nigerian stock market is because of the all share index. There has been an uptrend, right, since Tinubu president enter as our president. So we've seen a very bull run on our share index, right? So you need to be very careful how there. Now let's go back to stock for the day, right? So if you have not subscribed, please do it to subscribe. Okay, so like I said all share index is bullish right now. That's the reason many stocks, including bar stocks, are doing really well. It was because of bullish of the whole share index, right? Like I just show you on the chart here, right? The reason why you see that even stocks that does not even have good fundamental like deep cap, all those stocks, When I check their fundamental, I see that they're really, really not doing very well. Their share price has been going up, but if you check their fundamentals, you see there's not really, really activities, financial activities going on there, right? So you need to be very careful. So before you invest into any stock, you must understand the business of the company. Very, very important. Most of you, what you do is that you just go and download uh investment app, or you register with a broker and you start buying stocks, right? You are there's no difference between you and gambler in the market actually, because you are not different from somebody playing sport betting. Sorry to use that word, but truly, if you want to build wealth through stock market, you need to know what you are doing. It's not just for you to download. That's where a lot of people are missing it, right? So you just download app and begin to buy stuff. That's not how to make money from Nigeria and even both US stock market. So before you invest, you must understand the businesses of the company. And this stock that I'm about to show you now, you see that I actually dig deep. I got their details from NGS index, stock analysis, it took me time, right? It took me days before I even shoot this video to compare their PE ratio, their earning per share ratio. So now let's look into the stock for today, right? The stock that I'm about to analyze for you today is Resta Express PLC. In fact, this stock did very well last day, and if you see from here, you see that right now is uptrend, right? So let me put my uh, trend line here. You see that it's trading around 16 naira right now. 16 naira right now, right? It's trading around 16 naira, right? So sorry about this. I think there's a mistake somewhere. So let me just delete it. And okay. Yeah, so it's trading around 15 naira right now. 15 naira, right? 15 naira right now. 15 naira 95 kobo, right? You see that it broke out from here around, was around June, right? Around June last year, it has been on uptrend. Okay, then it got here around 14 naira, and in July 2025, then there was a decline to as low as 8 naira. So from 15 naira, from from let me say again, from 14 naira to as low as 8 naira, right? So what we are seeing right now is an uptrend. It broke out from this counter trend line and now it's uptrend. Okay, and that's not even the reason why I choose this. This stock is good for long time actually, very good for long time. If you are thinking of long term, right? This is not a stock you just buy and you are expecting a double return. It's a very good company for a long time, and I will show you the reason why I said this stock is good for a long time, right? So let's go. So what I want to do right now is to show you the 5 years financial summary, the 5 years from 2021 to 2025, right? This year just begin. So for 5 years, let's see how they have been doing very well. Remember, I told you in the beginning of this video that you need to understand the business of the company that you are investing into, right? So, like I said, Red Star Express PSA is a Nigerian logistic and courier company, right? They are into logistics, right? They provide domestic and international delivery, freight forwarding, warehouses, and e-commerce logistics. It partners with FedEx to deliver to over 220 countries worldwide. FedEx is a company in the United States of America, right? So for them to be able to partner with this company, they are not small, right? They are not small. It's not a small company. So talking of logistics, right? Right? It's a very big company. Okay. So when I begin to dig deep, before I continue, please, if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel and do well to hit the notification button so that anytime I drop super amazing video like this one, you will be notified immediately. Right? I believe that many of my videos have really, really been helping you. So can just go to my channel and watch many of my videos, right? Now, so I begin to dig deep, all this data that you are seeing here. I got it from NGS, stock analysis, a lot. I did a lot of work. In fact, it took me days, like I said before I come up with, okay, this company has a very good potential for a long time. And we're going to look at their revenue, which is in billions, right? So in 2021, we see that their revenue was 9.46 billion, right? And in 2022, we see an increase in their revenue, right? From 9.4 to 12.6 billion. And in 2023, we also see an increase of 3.8 billion. In 2024, we see an increase of 16.3. So that means if you calculate the percentage from 9.6 to 16.7, that's about 128% increase in just 5 years, right? This company has been going year on year. In fact, during COVID, it did very well year on year. And in 2025 now, or 2025, they did about 21.6 billion, right? Most of these stocks, you hardly see them on the news actually. Why? Because real investors understand. And when a time this kind of stocks go decline, you see when during a decline here, right? During a decline from 14 naira 25 kobo, when it decline, right? During this season, it is called accumulation accumulation zone, meaning that when it begin to fall, right? The reason why it could not fall further, the reason why it could not go further, right? Because anytime it touch here, somebody is defending it. I'm coming, let me show you something here now. Let me just use this line, right? You see that from as high as 14 naira to as low as 8 naira. Anytime it touches this place, right? In stock market, we have three phases. We have bullish phase. We also have supply phase. Supply means that there's a lot of people that want to sell, right? We also have accumulation season, right? Accumulation season. So from here now, it touch here, then sellers, profit takers, they move the stock down to here. But anytime it touches here, right, the reason why it does not decline below 8 naira was because there are institutional investors accumulating from this zone, right? Accumulating from this zone. So that is the reason why it's that it couldn't fall, right? If you see from uh July 2025 to December 2025, right? July, that's about 7 months, right? That's about 7 months. From July, even though it touched here, all time high around July 2025, then it declined, right? So from July to December, which is about 7 months, somebody is accumulating this stock, and that is the reason it is called absorption. Also, absorption, meaning that a lot of big flow money, institutional investors or big flow money are accumulating this stock. Anytime it touch here, from here to here, from here to here, anytime it touches here, right, someone is accumulating it, and that is the reason why I say that it does not fall further. So there's a lot of units. So what we are seeing right now is just a reaction of accumulation that have been going on before now, right? So that is when you see that is here now. And the reason why I'm buying this stock is because of the financials, right? Fundamental actually will tell you the stocks to buy, but technical analysis will tell you when to buy, right? So even though it has touched 15 naira here right now, right? And if we look at it, you see that, let me take it to so that's one of the reasons why I say that it's not going further to as low as 6 naira, 7 naira. Somebody's buying, right? And the reason why I say call this a buy is because I see that our institutional investors are still mopping up this stock, and we can see this stock eating as high as probably 25 naira before the end of the year, right? So there's a lot of opportunity in the market. So before I even continue with my analysis, right, you see that in just 5 years, their revenue has grown by 125 percent. If you are an investor that wants to invest into a company, right, so you won't you invest into this kind of company, right? So before I even continue, let me invite you to our stock market masterclass community. You see that the way I was doing this analysis, we have a community that show you how to benefit from the Nigerian and the US stock market. We don't just invest in Nigerian stock market, we also invest into US stock market inside our stock market masterclass, right? So when you join our stock market masterclass, what I think you'll be benefiting from, you also benefit on how to profit and make money from Nigerian and US stock market, right? You will be benefiting. We also have a video course that show you step by step. Even though you are a complete beginner, right? We have a video that show you step by step. When you join our community, the first thing that you are mandated to do is to watch the video course that show you how to profit, how to pick good stocks, right? Then we also be learning how to buy Nigerian stock market with your smartphone, with your gadget. Then you also be learning how to know the good company shares and stocks to buy so you won't lose your money. Very important, right? The reason why a lot of you are losing money right now is because you are buying stock at the top. You are buying an overpriced stock. So when you join also, you have access to the stock and buy immediately. There are some stock we are already buying in our community. I think we have around 10 now. I just added two more yesterday. I added two more stocks yesterday. Before it was eight, I added two more. Then out of the eight, I'm giving you guys here because you are my YouTube viewers, right? So I will be teaching you about money management, how to invest rightly. You also it's not just about stocks alone. You'll be learning how to invest rightly. All right. You also be added to our financial community where we discuss about money management. You also have access to our monthly webinar every month by next week. Now we're going to be having our monthly webinar every month. I have webinar where I show my community the kind of stuff we are buying part time, how to benefit from the economic event, because whatever happens to the economy can uh can determine the outcome of your stock, whether positively or negatively. So there's a lot you're going to be learning from our community. So how do you join? When you open our comment section, there is the first comment on our comment section. We give you details on how to join, and once you join, you make your payment. Immediately you'll be added to our community, right? So there's a lot you'll be learning. I'll talk more on that. Let's continue on our videos, right? So you see that in 5 years now, their revenue has grown by 125%. I love this. I love this, right? So let's look at their profit after tax. In 2021, we see that their profit after tax was around 150 million, right? Then there was a decline in 2022. That's 87, right? 87.8 million. And I'm very sure because of that, a lot of people sell their stock and jump and run away. Most investors are just in the market for a short time. They're not in for a long time, right? So then what happened after that decline from, imagine, from 150 million to 87, right? I'm very, very sure that this company suffered a lot in 2022, right? So let's go further. Let's even go in 2022. I see that a lot, this company will suffer a lot. I'm very, very sure of that. Very, 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 very sure of that, right? You see, there was a decline. You see here. So this is just a consolation, right? So just a consolation. So there's a lot of decline. Then boom, you see, so buyer selling and fighting for it. Then now see where it is. So when it has to do with investment, you need to be very, very patient. So profit before tax in 2022 was 87 million. In 2023, 313 million. In 2024, they double it down, 343 million, right? And in 2025, they've done about 546.5 million, which is about, in 5 years, this is about 264%, guys. These guys are doing real numbers, right? Year on year, they have been giving it back to back, back to back. And one thing I love about this company also, even though their dividend payment is small, but that just give us a confidence that this is a very good company that has uh uh shareholders in mind, right? So 205 years, profit before tax, profit after tax rather, profit after tax has grown by 264%. I'm loving this already. All right. If you're loving this video already, please do well to subscribe, hit the notification button so that anytime I drop super amazing videos, you'll be notified immediately. Remember, it was three stocks, right? So continue with me. So now let's even look at their EPS, right? Earnings per share. When I say earning per share, me personally, I prefer earnings per share than PE. The reason why I prefer earning per share than price per earning is because when the company want to share the money, right, how much will I make or how much is my take home, right, as an investor? So let's look at their earning per share, right? In 2021, we see that it was 16 kobo. In 2022, because of what happened with their financial, and if we go back to profit before tax 2022, you see that there was a decline from 150 million to 87 million, right? So that was what really affected them, their APS also to 9 kobos, from 16 kobo to 9 kobo. Then in 2023, you see that they bounced back to 33 kobo. Then in 2024, 36. In 2025,
they did 57 kobo, which is about 256% in just 5 years. Their EPS have been growing year on year. This is a good company with very good solid financials, right? Good financials for 5 years, right? So, 256%. Now let's look at their dividend history, which is very, very good, right? Especially if you are investing for a long term, this is a very good company to consider because let's look at their histories, right? Their dividend history, right? So now you see in 2021, 0.05 kobo, which is it's still small, but at least 2022, right? They pay 8 kobo despite the challenges that they have been having. If you look at their revenue, also you see that in 2022, in 2022, sorry, their profit after tax, right? Profit after tax was 87, but that doesn't affected them. That doesn't stop them from paying dividends of 8 kobo, right? Then in 2023 they pay 20 kobo. Then in 2024 they pay 27 kobo. 25 they pay 35 kobo. So if you do the calculation right now, in 5 years, their dividend history has increased by 600%, which is very, very good. If you are the one that want to invest into this company, won't you want to put your money, right? So it took me a lot of time to be able to dig out this from NGS, Porter, and a lot of websites, right, to be able to come up with this. So the only thing you can do right now is to subscribe, hit the notification button, so that at least I will it will make me to come here and do another video again, right? So subscribe right now. Thank you so much. Now I'm inviting you to our stock market master class, right? So if you want to get the second stock, if you remember, I said three Nigerian stocks for 2026. So if you want to get the two stocks, you should join our stock market master class, right? Like I just show you here. So immediately you join, you will have access to the stock that we are buying, right? So the remaining two stock here now is inside our community, right? I have about 10 already. Like I showed you here, we have about 10. I added two again. We have eight before. I added 10. Most of these stock are emerging from the bottom. And right now, nobody's talking about it. The media are not talking about this stuff because we are buying gradually, 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 right? So let me show you one of the reviews from our student, right? So this is one of our students' portfolio, right? So his portfolio has gained about 49%, which is about 310,373, 49%. The total revenue, meaning that he invested 641,000. But right now, the total gain he has made about 310, right? So you see that he has double his money. So let's look into another one. So this is one of our students also. I said, good evening, coach. This is for a long time. Can I take profit? Even though this stock, I remember when I recommended this stock, the stock had brought a return for him and he's very happy. He's telling me that uh, she, she should take, should, you should take profit, right? So this one also, I'm very, very happy about this. He said, good evening and happy new week to you, sir. This stock has done about 70%, but since it is one of our 2026 stock, can I buy more or take profit, right? We're just few days in 2026 right now, and one of the stock I recommended has done 70%. You can see it here by yourself, right? So joining our stock market masterclass will give you leverage on the kind of stock I'm buying, right? And and how to make money. So if you want to join right now, click the link on the comment section. Once you click the link on the comment section, you'll be able to join us. And I believe that you gained value from today's class. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. So there's a video popping up right now on your screen. Do where to click on any one of them to learn more, right? So thank you. Don't forget to watch many of my videos here. These videos will show you how to profit, how to make money from Nigeria and the US stock market, right? And I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you so much.